Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. Today I was going to talk about something a little bit different. I was going to talk about the Tucson TS150. The Tucson TS150 is a little bit different. It's a fixed blade for one. It's small for two, and it is one of my favorite fixed blades, which may come as a surprise, but it is an EDC carrying fantastic little knife. But anyway, what made me even start looking at such a small knife is this was Kevin Lefty EDC's video on the Jacob Creates Chickadee. The Jacob Creates Chickadee is a small little MagnaCut knife that is about this size, maybe has a little bit longer blade. This blade's right under 2 inches. It might be a little bit longer, but it's a small knife. It's made in America. There was a drop on Cutlery Shop the day before yesterday that I was going to get in on, but it's nearly a $300 knife. It's a 200 and something dollar, very small fixed blade, which makes for a very slicey, great flat grind EDC knife. It seems tiny, but it's very, very usable. And it comes with this Kydex sheath. It didn't come with the loop. I put the loop on it because I carry it right on the front of my belt, and I carry it kind of horizontally. And that way when I need to pop it out, I can pop it out. It's got great retention, no rattle in the sheath. Pops right out. Has a black micarta handle. I don't know if you can see that or see the texture of that micarta. It's a full tang with some nice jimping right up here. I wouldn't mind if the jimping went a little further, because when I'm using the knife, I'm usually out here closer to the tip or using it like this for detail cuts. But this is an absolute package opening, urban EDC slaying, small fixed blade that will get the job done. And what I was most impressed with about this little knife, it's an S90V. I found it at White Mountain Knives. I used the code Lefty10 to get 10% off. And this knife was under 40 bucks. I want to say it was $44 or $54. Don't quote me on it, guys. $44 or $54 before I put the Lefty EDC code in. When I put the Lefty EDC code in, it dropped from there. So anyway, it was a lot less than the 245 bucks that I was looking at the Chickadee for. Not that I'm going to rule out the Chickadee, but I did pick up a couple of small Tucsons just to see how I felt about carrying a very undersized EDC fixed blade. I've reached out to Master Joda at Lancelot Leather, and I'm thinking about sending this off to him for a little sheath that incorporates an ulti-clip, which I've also put on this sheath to try it as an in-the-pocket carry. And one thing that this knife does well is if you take all the grommets off or all the fasteners, this thing slides into your fifth pocket if you're wearing jeans very well. But then again, you can't pull the knife without pulling out the sheath too. But let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. And the first one we won't take much time with because that's the Cold Steel 4 Max. And it is much smaller than the Cold Steel 4 Max. I have a feeling it is going to be dwarfed by the Civivi Baby Banter. So that is the TS 150 from Cold Steel next to the Civivi Baby Banter. Baby Banter I can get all 4 fingers on, 3 fingers if I'm holding just the grip. My little Tucson is a 2.5, 3-finger grip knife, but with my thumb I can really get a lot of control. It's not anything I would want to do any serious long-term cutting with, but for a knife that I've pulled out several times in the few days that I've been carrying it and found it very, very handy, it's been great. The one thing I will say that I don't like about the knife is the billboarding. It says something on there. Maybe you guys can read it. It does have the blade steel, S90V, and the TS150, which I already knew that. And then the designer, whoever that is, let's see if you guys can see that. it's not going to focus on it. But on the other side, it's got the Tucson logo. So I'll give it a strike for that. But in terms of being a slicey, economical, kind of whimsically fun, but yet usable little fixed blade, I would recommend the Tucson TS150 to anybody looking for a small fixed blade knife. When I say small, a micro, but functional. Again, thick enough blade stock, S90V. It came razor sharp. Again, guys, I appreciate you every time you stop by and watch one of my videos. I appreciate you if you subscribe to my channel. I ask you if you'll please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Just look out for each other, guys. Go forward with love in your heart. If you've got a disagreement with somebody or you don't understand their point of view, choose to debate instead of hate. I love you all. Peace.